So this is the second video on completing the square, in which we have a quadratic function now, where the coefficient of x squared, that's the number before x squared, is bigger than 1. And as you can see with our format here, we now have a letter outside of the brackets to show that this is slightly different than the previous video. So let's go through the steps of how to change a quadratic in this format into this format here. And the first step, I'm just going to look at this part of the equation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize this. But I'm not going to fully factorize it. I'm just going to take out the numbers from these terms. And as you can see, these are both multiples of 2. So I can write this as 2 times x squared plus 6x. Okay, because 2 times x squared is 2x squared, 2 times 6x is 12x. And then the plus 6 on the end, I'm going to leave that on the end there. Now that I've factorized just this part, I can then look at this part of the factorization just inside the brackets, and I can do a similar thing to what we did in the first video. I can half this number here. I can half the coefficient of x. So I can write this as 2 times x plus 3 squared. Okay, and now I already have my a and my p. They're already correct. Okay, now I just need this q part here. I need to figure out what this is going to be. So I need to analyze what this will give me when I expand all this out. So 2 times x plus 3 times x plus 3. 2 times x plus 3 squared. What's that going to give me? Well, of course, x times x is x squared, times 2 is going to give me the 2x squared that I want, up here. 3 times x plus 3 times x is 6x, times the 2 gives me the 12x that I want. However, I get a 3 times 3, a 3 squared times 2, which is 18. 9 times 2 is 18, so I get a plus 18, which I don't want. I don't want that plus 18. I'm just looking at the 2x squared plus 12x for the minute, and I don't want this plus 18. So I'm going to have to take away that 18 from this entire thing. Or I take away 2 times 3 squared. Okay, 2 times 3 squared is 18. So if you look at this format here, you can tell straight away what to take away, because I just take away 3 squared, okay, this number here squared, times by this number here. So if I take away 2 times 3 squared, then I get rid of this number that I don't want. Okay. Then I just need to simply include the plus 6 at the end just to complete the process. So now if I simplify all of this, if I just get rid of this first, then I have y equals 2 times x plus 3 squared minus 18 plus 6 is minus 12. Okay? And if I wanted to check that this was correct, I could simply expand it all out and simplify it, and it would give me 2x squared plus 12x plus 6. So just to summarize that, because there were quite a few steps in there, first of all you factorize this part, but you only factorize the number out, so you get 2 times x squared plus 6x, and leave this plus 6 alone. Then you can half the coefficient of x, and you have the 2 times x plus 3 all squared. Then you can take away that extra 18 that you get from expanding all this out, and you can take that away by just doing 2 times 3 squared, and then you can just leave your plus 6 on the end, and then simplifying it all out gives you the correct answer. So I hope that helps. I hope it's a reasonably quick and simple way to complete the square for quite a difficult quadratic there. Thanks a lot. Bye.